Chapter 29, where Yong leaves a letter. Dafengang, with Gu Hai exposing his face. For a while, the target focus of the crowd of cultivators changed. Gambling was no longer the focus. The focus was Gu Hai. As Gu Hai entered the inner area of the Great Abundance Gang, the four directions were guarded by evil men, not allowing the crowd of cultivators to get close. However, it doesn't matter if they don't get close, as long as Gu Hai is still there. The cultivators were also plotting a big action amongst themselves. As a result, the area within the gang was under constant surveillance by the cultivators, but fortunately, Gu Hai never came out. In a mountain pass, a few cultivators were quietly standing at the moment. The people frowned as they looked at the few villains with swords not far away. Any movement? One of them asked as if he was new. No, the villains have changed a batch. However, this group of villains are alert. We can't get close at all. In fact, they have already discovered us. Another person frowned. Gu Hai is in there. What the hell is he up to? Look, there seems to be a situation there. What? Fog. Why is there suddenly so much fog coming out? So fast, so much, so thick. Is it still growing? A fog that covers the sky. It's wrapping up the area within the Dafengang. A big formation. This is a formation. The crowd of watchers revealed a look of surprise. Soon, the evil people in the distance disappeared into the fog, and the thick fog rolled around in a strange manner. Countless watchers' faces changed drastically. Ancient sea cloth formation. It must be an ancient sea cloth formation. He's not going to come out. No, no. Remember the innate remnant realm? That was just a front. When Gu Hai set up a big formation to make everyone think that Gu Hai was still inside. But then, Gu Hai quietly escaped. Gu Hai is coming back this time. Quick, go back and inform the others. Blockade the surrounding area. Don't let Gu Hai escape. Quick, quick, quick. Notify everyone. Outside, many cultivators moved. Of course, there were also cultivators who slowly broke towards the interior of the Great Formation. However, once they entered the fog, bear chant. Steeply, a huge blade chi rushed out from the fog. Ah! The cultivator let out a steep cry, and was instantly split in half. Ah! The four sides of the large formation were filled with the sound of miserable screams. Hearing the countless cultivators in the outside world for a while, their hearts trembled with fear. However, after all, there were those who escaped, but those who escaped, most of them were missing arms and legs, and those with the lightest injuries also had a huge bloody mouth on their chests. Big formation, that big formation, the Heavenly Sword Life and Death Bureau. What Heavenly Dagger Life and Death Formation? In the innate remnant realm, the grand formation that Gu Hai broke open, he actually learnt it. The Heavenly Dagger Life and Death game. Gu Hai has set up a grand formation in the inner region of the gang. Hiss. Countless cultivators in the surrounding area revealed shocked expressions, and at this moment, each of their faces were gloomy and anxious. As soon as the Heavenly Sword Life and Death Bureau grand formation came out, the surrounding cultivators could no longer get close. At a house next to the Colosseum, Meng Tai wrapped his arms around Feng Ling, who was still in a trance, and squinted his eyes as he looked at a cloudy formation that had suddenly appeared in the area. Within the gang. Gu Hai, you really have great vigor. Do you know that next, it will be a swarm? Meng Tai's face revealed a hint of ugliness. Above a mountain peak. Ninth Prince. That Gu Hai has set up another Heavenly Blade Life and Death Bureau. This time it's even bigger. It actually encompasses the entire area within the Dafengang. How could he change it so much? A subordinate said in disbelief. It's useless. The formation that Gu Hai set up was only done with spirit stones. While in the past, the Heavenly Blade Life and Death Bureau was set up with the Pavilion Master's spirit treasures. It's not even on the same level, expanding it so many times. Blocking the Jindan realm is already the limit. It can't block the Yuanying realm at all. As long as it's not someone stupid, the Yuanying realm comes and goes as it pleases in there. Wait for Luo Change to come, Nine Duke said indifferently. Yes, inside the Heavenly Sword Life and Death Bureau Grand Formation. Apart from the evil people who stayed behind in the Colosseum and Evil Man Valley, all the other evil people were concentrated in front of the Dragon Turtle Hall. Next to the Dragon Turtle Hall, a huge pool had been excavated at the moment, and the pool was covered with spirit stones, hundreds of thousands of them, as if it had been laid flat, and the crowd of evildoers who watched it cried out in extravagance. Spirit stones lined up, as if to form a formation general, rolling aura cohesion in the pool. The pool exudes a trace of dense gas. This is a spirit spring. How is it possible? It's really a spirit spring, damn it. I've seen a mouthful of it before in the second 6th island, but I didn't have the chance to soak in it. It's true, I've soaked in it. It's the spirit spring. Spirit spring, isn't it created by heaven and earth? These big pits, they were just dug. Formation, a formation made of spirit stones. When can I take a dip? Damn it, I want to take a dip in the spirit spring. The crowd of villains were exuberantly looking at the huge pool at the moment. Although there was an incomparably strong desire to go down in their hearts, however, they all held back. Minister Chen, can we soak? The crowd of villains looked towards Chen Chongshun, who was at the very front. His Excellency is temporarily occupied. You wait first. I'll give you all a dip later, Chen Chongshun called out. Minister Chen, is this a spiritual spring? The crowd of villains said in anticipation. Chen Chongshun smiled confidently and said, that's for sure. This is the spiritual spring. You'll know the benefits later. His Excellency has spent a great price. It's really a spirit spring. So many spirit stones. Then why don't you hurry? The crowd was incomparably eager. Listen carefully, the adult said. The 2 days to raid the Dafengang. Today for a big scale to divide the gold. However, each person only a piece of medium-grade spirit stone. The other spirit stones are either used to set up formations, or all piled up here, the adult said. Set up a spirit spring for all of you. First recuperate your body. Eliminate all the dark diseases. The body is the first priority, Chen Chongshun explained. What more medium-grade spirit stones are? Use them all to support the spirit spring. A wicked man shouted at once. Yes, yes, spirit stones absorb. Where is the nourishment from spirit springs? The crowd of villains shouted at once. This is your lord's decision. No deliberation, Chen Chongshun said in a deep voice. Yes. The crowd of villains immediately looked solemn. As more time passed, it seemed as if the crowd had discovered that this lord had more and more secrets in general. How could an innate realm set up such a powerful formation? And this spirit spring this is the first time the crowd of villains heard that it could still be artificially arranged. The crowd of villains became more and more in awe of Guhai. Minister Chen, when are we going to start? I can't wait a bit, a villain called out. Be at ease. His Excellency will be here soon, Chen Chongshun said in a deep voice. All right. The crowd of villains could only look at the spirit spring with incomparable gluttony, expecting Guhai to appear as soon as possible. At this moment, Guhai was in a remote hall off to the side. Guhai, Gao Xianzi, Scar, Shangwen Scar, and the villain were all together, surrounding the vegetable Li Wei. Li Wei's hair was shaved clean. The crowd stared at Li Wei's head. How did you find out? Guhai looked at the wicked man. My subordinate used to be a coroner, and I am more sensitive to the human body's markings of spots and marks. When your lordship asked me to guard Li Wei, I examined it and found that there was a tattoo on his head. So I shaved a little bit until I saw this pattern. That evil man said in a deep voice. This pattern, a peony flower. No, this peony flower is so strange. It's just yellow in color. It seems like it's not in full bloom yet. Scar frowned. Peony flower tattoo. On the head. It's nothing. The point is, Why is there a peony flower tattoo on Wine Chime's head as well? Gao Xianzi frowned. Li Wei, wind bell. Gu Hai's eyes narrowed slightly. I remember, at that time, Meng Tai recognized that it was wind bell from the tattoo pattern on Wine Bell's head. That is to say, 20 years ago, when Wind Bell was still Meng Tai's wife, the tattoo already existed. My lord, this tattoo, my subordinate has studied it. It should have been there 4 years. Looking at the intervals on it, it should have been there from infancy. Then, as the head grows up, there are intervals. Shangwen Trace frowned. In early childhood, it was there. Then could it be that all 4 of their siblings have it? Scar frowned. No, because Meng Tai was able to tell that Wine Chime was not Yu Yao through this tattoo. Gao Xianzi immediately shook his head. Then how did Wind Bell and Li Wei get tattooed with this peony when they were young? How is this? Scar said in disbelief. Gu Hai's eyes narrowed slightly and said, it seems that the situation of the 4 brothers and sisters of the Dafengang is more complicated than what we resembled. Meng Tai's delay may be partly due to this. The crowd nodded. Soak through the spirit spring and continue searching the area within the Great Fengang, Gu Hai said in a deep voice. Yes, the crowd answered. My lord, my subordinate has already cracked Li Wei's storage ring today and has yet to investigate. Perhaps, Shangwen Trace said. Oh, Gu Hai immediately took the storage ring. Was in an instant, everything in the storage ring was taken out. Large swathes of spirit stones, others, some of Li Wei's daily necessities, yet there were no special magic treasures. Huh, there's a letter here. Scar picked up the letter. By the looks of it, it seems like it's been there for a long time. Open it up and take a look. A letter was opened and everyone read it at once. There were not many words on the letter. My disciple Li Wei, you are still young. You don't know what's going on. This letter, don't give it to anyone, including your senior brothers and sisters. No one can tell. Wait until you grow up and experience it slowly. Recently, I always feel that someone is spying on me. I do not know what will happen next, but Dafengang has Dafengang mission. The court master's account cannot be broken to my generation. Your second elder sister Winbal, that is, my daughter, please make sure you protect her well. I don't know why she was chosen, but it just happened to be her. She's a key. A crucial key. My Tai Fungang is hiding a big secret. When the time is right, it will be revealed. I won't say much in case this letter becomes a curse. All you have to do is to live well and protect Wine Chime. If something does happen to me, and there is this great secret in the future, all 4 of you, brothers and sisters, will make you soar. Finally, I don't know what to say. Your eldest senior brother, Meng Tai, is what I watch grow up, but he has too much heart. Even I, who see him every day, can't figure it out. Don't trust him too much. Wei Yong stayed. Wei Yong, Meng Tai, Li Wei Sr. Scar was surprised.